right, we have. Oh yeah, we're going to the festival thingy. That's right, we're going to the festival thingy. We got our camel. We got our blue job. What is it? Jalaba. We got our blue jalaba. And we're going to the festival. Hopefully so we can make some money. I don't know how we're going to make money. But the hope is that we can make some money. Right? Hey, do we need to... Can we bring that flute back to the guy? Let's see if we can bring the flute back to the guy. Since we've used it.
Thanks for the flute.
Have I been able to convince you it has a special effect? Do you believe me now?
The camel practically fell in love with me. If only it worked on women. Thanks again.
Alright, I gave it back. Now he's not gonna hunt me down. Just saying.
I don't think this camel's going anywhere.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? This camel's not going anywhere.
I don't think this camel's going anywhere.
What are you talking about? Oh. We don't click the camel, we click the desert. Alright. Oasis. The only place we can go is the festival or the Oasis. So let's go to...
I'd better get this jalaba on before I get there.
Jalaba.
Ah, for an Englishman wearing traditional Berber robes, you look magnificent, my friend.
It took a little longer than expected, but we're good to go now, right?
Yes, yes, of course. Please, enjoy the festival.
Cheers.
Okay, we got a carpet merchant. We got a wrestling tent. Oh yeah, that's right. We can earn money by beating this wrestler, dude.
I am looking for a challenger for Aziz the Invincible. Who has the courage to challenge Aziz? 100 francs for anyone who can bring Aziz to his knees.
His arms are broader than my legs.
Yeah, I don't think we can win this.
I'm not thirsty. A bucket of water.
Let's see if he can die.
Ah, finally we have a new challenger for Aziz. This is your purpose here, stranger, yes?
Yes.
I'm not here for the conversation.
Put your hands together for the challenger from the west. How should I announce you?
Well, my name's Fenton Paddock.
A dull name. Where are you from?
Hong Kong?
But you are British, no? Leave it to me. I am an expert in such things. Introducing the challenger from 10,000 miles away, here to fight against the champion of the Caramouche, Aziz the Invincible. Please, welcome to the ring, the foreigner, the 300-pound titan, the one and only Padlock. If Padlock can defeat the undefeatable Aziz, he will claim for himself a prize worthy of a champion. 100 francs. The rules of the game are very simple. The one who lies motionless on the ground for more than 10 seconds, or who is ejected from the arena first, loses. Let the battle begin.
Let's do it.
God, what have I let myself in for?
Okay, he drinks water. This is important. Well, he drinks water. We need to spike the water.
I did warn you about Aziz.
I'm just trying to lull him into a false sense of security. Next time, it's the real deal. Jesus, I'll be lucky if I walk away from the next time.
Shaman's tent. Oh. Maybe the shaman has something that can help me with the water.
Peace be with you, my friend.
And with you too.
Relax. And let me tell you your fortune.
Okay. Why not? Yes.
It's not really my thing, but you can have a go if you like.
Why is it that you are here, if you do not believe?
That's a good question.
Wait. You're looking for something.
Who isn't?
Well said, my son. But you are looking for a friend. But along the way, you have already lost much.
Granted. My plane, my booze, my artificial sheep.
You've traveled far and wide, but what you seek is a long way away and well hidden. To reach it, you will have to break boundaries that could bring you close to failure. And perhaps after all that, you will see something that was never meant to be seen. This search is a test. If you pass it, you will find what you are looking for. If you fail, then endless darkness will come over the world, and all hope will be lost.
You've managed to be both incredibly vague and very specific. You're saying I'm responsible for saving the world. All I'm really after is my friend Richard.
Both questions lead to the same answer. If you succeed, you will find your friend.
Good.
You will have to decide, however, what price you are willing to pay to save your friend. If you fail, it will be more than his life at risk.
Uh-oh.
Not for the first time. I
That
think we're
doesn't
done here.
sound good.
I don't really have time to decipher these cryptic pleasantries.
Wait. I see something joyous as well. Shortly before you reach your goal, you will find something that you do not seek, because you believe it to be lost.
You mean I'll have a full set of cufflinks again? Well, hats off to you. It was a good performance at any rate.
Knowing your future can be exciting, but frightening as well. Whatever way you look at it, it's a very intense experience.
Yes, but something tells me that intensity isn't entirely natural. Be honest, you've got something a bit naughty burning in the background, right?
Oh, this is no secret. The smoke of the thorn apple seed opens the mind and deepens your
Thorn
consciousness.
apple seed.
There has been no manipulation or hypnosis. I simply sharpened your senses so that you could see images from your future.
I don't know. I'm feeling pretty relaxed, if you know what I mean.
And tomorrow, you will have a serious headache. But do not concern yourself. Thorn apple is not harmful in such small quantities.
No!
Believe it or not, we actually use it as an aphrodisiac and a remedy for lung problems, as an example. Having said that, you need to know that it is poisonous and must be used in moderation.
Can you sell me some of your thorn apple seeds?
You seem to like those, don't you?
I have some problems with my lungs or something. I think thorn apple seeds are the only cure.
It sounds most likely. Unfortunately, I cannot give you any from my stock, as I am already running low. But you can find thorn apples growing almost anywhere where there's enough moisture. It looks like a thorny weed with white flowers.
Oasis.
You're sure to find some in the area.
Thanks.
Oasis. I'll be off.
Goodbye.
Alright, we gotta go to the Oasis and find some thorn apples, and then we have to poison the wrestler. I guess? I mean, that seems like a really, really dirty way to win, but, you know.
Wait to get this robe off. Blue's not my color.
Yep, there they are, right there. That's exactly what I was looking for.
Ah, These must be the seeds the shaman talked about. I'll grab a plant. They're a little thorny, but needs must. The thorn apple seeds are supposed to have an intoxicating effect.
You can hardly hear him. I need to turn it up. I need to turn up the volume. Pump it up. Pump up that volume. Alright, it's pumped up.
Is there nobody here who would like to challenge Aziz? Are you all cowards?
Bad, Fenton. Shouldn't be cheating, but it's all for the greater good. I just need to slip the seeds in when no one's looking.
I am looking for a challenger for Aziz the Invincible. Who has the courage to challenge Aziz? 100 francs for anyone who can bring Aziz to his knees.
Alright, I did it.
Job done.
I did it. I did it.
You? You want to try again? Really? Hear ye, hear ye. The British Bulldog, the mighty Paddock, has returned to challenge Aziz once more. This is why you have returned, correct?
Yes.
Sure, I'll give it a try.
Excellent. Let the battle begin.
Hey.
Unbelievable. How did you best Aziz?
I am the mighty Padlock. Do you need more explanation?
I am certainly impressed. We will need to retire Aziz very soon, I think. Please, take your 100 francs.
Thanks very much.
Got me 100 francs. 100 francs. That's like a lot of francs. I don't know. I don't know who Frank is, but I don't know if I want 100
I'm
of
much of a
him.
carpet boy. I like the rustic parquet flooring in my office.
All right, now I can gamble at the thing.
Can't wait to get this robe off. Blue's not my color.
I think that's all I needed to do there. So back to the city. Now we can now we can play that one game. All right, we should save. You save. Okay, we saved. I forgot we don't. Frank sounds like the guy who would poison an athlete and get him fired. Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
What would he want with it?
Ah, it's you again. What do you think? Care for a little game?
Yes.
Why not? Maybe I'll get lucky.
Excellent. Let's start with a warm-up round. We'll play without bets first. Before we start, take a close look at everything so that you understand the game and won't accuse me of anything afterwards. So, I've got a wooden ball here. I'll set it under this cup. See?
You haven't lost me yet.
Now, I'll move the cups to different positions. Got it?
I think so.
Where's the ball now? Choose a cup.
This one.
Middle cup. Got to be.
Exactly. You see? It's simple, isn't it? Now, let's get down to business. If you choose the correct cup, you will win double the amount of your bet. But if you get it wrong, your money belongs to me.
Got it. Let's start. Is it just me, or did you go a little faster that time?
Well, of course it's going to get harder once you placed your bet. So, where's the ball?
The ball has to be under the middle cup.
Or not. Tough luck.
What? Lies.
Damn. There goes my money.
Another round?
You'd love that, wouldn't you? No. I've had enough.
What a pity. Maybe later.
Lies.
Wow. This guy earns his money. I need to win it back. But I get the impression it's not exactly a fair fight. I need a way to track the ball's movements.
Yeah, I need to replace the ball. That's what I need to do with this thing.
I can't follow the cups at all. I don't think there's much room for fair play in this arrangement, on either side of the table.
Ah, it's you again. I knew you would want to give it another try.
I'll play again, but I want to make sure that everything's above board.
You're not accusing me of doing something underhand with my cups or the ball, are you?
In a word,
Don't worry. I've got nothing to hide. I'll prove to you that I'm not cheating. I'll use any suitable item that you give me. It shouldn't be too big, and it has to fit under the cups. So, what should we play with?
how about this gold ball here?
No problem. We'll play with that. But that will double the opening bet. Each of us will put in 50 francs.
Okay.
Then let's get started. So, which cup is hiding your golden ball? If you guess right, you win 100 francs.
No reaction. The golden ball doesn't seem to be under the middle cup. I don't know for sure if the golden ball is under here. I don't want to lose all that money, so I shouldn't take risks.
Oh.
God bless modern science. The gold detector lit up, so the gold ball must be under the right cup. If the detector's working, the gold ball must be under this cup. All right then, the ball is definitely under the right cup.
So it is. We have a winner.
Must be my lucky day.
You can say that again. Here are your 100 francs. How about a rematch?
Okay.
Why not? Seems like I'm on a real lucky streak right now.
Excellent. We'll double the ante again. That means that each of us will wager 100 francs. If you guess correctly again, the 200 francs will be yours. Otherwise, I will be the lucky one. Okay?
Okay. It's a lot of money, but I feel unbeatable today.
All right then. I'll set the ball in the middle again.
Fine by me. Feel free to make it a little harder this time.
Now, where is the golden ball?
It should be in the middle again. I watched it, and it should be in the middle again. But
Negative. The detector's not showing anything. Got it. The light on the detector lit up. Left cup. I'm 100% sure.
Are you really sure? I mean, we're talking about a lot of money here.
You can't make me change my mind. Left cup, I said.
Whatever you say. Damn, you got lucky again.
Unbelievable, eh?
Here are your 200 francs. I've had enough for today. My wives will kill me when they see my till.
Don't want another rematch?
Nope, not today. Your lucky streak will ruin me.
Well, no hard feelings. I'll get out of here.
Yes. I suppose I don't need to wish you good luck.
I finally got the bail money.
I got the bail money now. Alright. My gold ball, I just guess I let him keep it. You know, inventory cleanup and all that. There you go.
Listen,
Oui?
I've got Professor Hayes'
This was
bail
gold
money.
coat plated.
All of it?
Yes, 200 francs.
Very well. Then Monsieur Hayes is free to go. Come on, Hayes. You've made bail. Au revoir.
Are you okay?
Yes, thank you. Let's go. We have a lot to discuss. I'm terribly sorry for our less
Hey.
than civil surroundings.
Where are we?
As long as dear Monsieur Lacoste is at my shop, it's a far from suitable venue for discreet conversation. At any rate, please make yourself comfortable. This tale is not a short one, but I'm certain it will be an interesting one.
That may be, Professor. Just bear in mind it's a long time since my last lecture. I need to find my friend. End of story.
I'm well aware of that, but if you ever hope to find your friend, you will need to know what you are searching for, and what may await you at the end of that search.
It's a new approach to me, but I suppose it couldn't hurt.
My academic research focused primarily on Tibet. I've been fascinated with its religion, its secrets, and its legends ever since I was a young man. I became something of an expert. I held a professorship, and sometimes I even received funding to lead expeditions. The last of these expeditions was with your friend, Yen Wang. As you know, we found a dead monk, pieces of a map, and a gemstone.
I remember all
The
that.
Eye of the Dragon.
Exactly. The remains of the map held clues to a mythologized monastery in the Kembalung Valley. This hidden valley was said to contain the entrance to the legendary Shambhala. At that time, however, I only knew that the Buddhists believed Shambhala to be a kingdom where a dynasty of enlightened kings safeguard the most
They're looking
secret
for range
teachings of
dressing.
Buddhism. Of course, I always assumed that Shambhala was a religious myth, but the idea that this place could really exist, it was an exciting prospect. The chance for a truly sensational discovery. Unfortunately, the early onset of winter upset our plans, and we had to give up. I was never able to return to that search. Regardless, I compiled all the knowledge that existed on Shambhala. I studied all the available sources, retranslated old texts. The result was a picture of a mysterious place of indescribable power.
Can you describe it?
An ancient place. And it's not just important to Buddhism. Other religions and cultures also have ties to this location. There, my friend, is where all questions and answers have their origin. So that I may perceive whatever holds the world together in its inmost folds.
I'm not a big one for riddles, Professor. Could you be a little more concrete? I don't need enlightening, I just need my friend's whereabouts.
You may yet find both.
When do we get around to how?
How? By finding Shambhala, of course.
Why do I hear dripping?
I'm not supposed to understand any of this, am I?
You want me to be concrete? Here's a very concrete story. It is the result of many years of research. About 10,000 years ago, a tribe of hunters and herdsmen discovered a colossal system of caves in the Himalayas. While they were there, their intellectual capacities suddenly grew exponentially. The technical advancements that resulted from this growth allowed them to settle in the caves. The people knew that this must be a very special place.
Exponentially.
At its center, they could feel a strong energy that seemed to be responsible for their rapid development.
That's like...
For these people, this energy
Lot.
proved to be a gift from the gods. They used this gift to build gigantic underground temple complexes. Within a few generations, a prosperous culture was flourishing. Science, art, and architecture were at a level far beyond what we know today. The people developed both a complex language and the first complete writing system. The energy itself, in combination with the rapid tempo of medical advancement, allowed the people to live to an extremely old age. Illness practically ceased to exist.
And these caves are supposed to be Shambhala.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am thoroughly convinced that this is the case. However, you can certainly call it something else if you prefer a different name.
I don't know. Even without the dragon, it all still sounds like a fairy tale.
Well, the dragon... I personally believe that the dragon is merely a symbol, because the story continues.
Go on, then.
Something must have happened, because Shambhala was abandoned. I don't know the exact reason why, but what could have caused the people to leave this wonderful place, apart from a true catastrophe?
You mean they got attacked by dragons?
In a way. The dragon seems to be a metaphor for this sudden catastrophe. I can only speculate on the exact nature of this event. However, I believe it has some connection to the energy of the place.
Okay, so they abandoned Shambhala, but why is the entrance still locked up?
Only a few people survived the catastrophe.
A disease?
And they certainly had good reasons for keeping their knowledge of Shambhala a secret.
Maybe?
They trained a sworn caste of priests who passed on this knowledge from generation to generation, and who continue to do so today.
Actually, I think the Nazis killed them all.
But there would be more. The caste of priests established 2 monasteries, far from any other settlements, in which to safeguard the secret. The first monastery was built directly over the only entrance to Shambhala.
In the Kembalung Valley?
Most of the priests stayed in this valley, along with one of the 2 artifacts that can open the entrance.
So you really believe that this secret chamber somehow leads to Shambhala? But that would mean that Richard is already...
Indeed.
But if he's there, can he still be alive? I mean, the dragon metaphor thing.
There's only one way to find out.
We need the second artifact, which is in the other monastery, right?
We can only assume so. The second group of priests hiked over the peaks of the Himalayas, the so-called Lost Horizon, until they reached the region that is part of India today. They hid the other key there, in a temple complex. Unfortunately, I never found out exactly where this temple complex is located.
But we have the Eye of the Dragon, and the engravings in the monastery say it'll reveal the location of the second key.
Only if we have the Keeper's map. And, alas, this is something I've long searched for. The only clues I've found refer to a remarkable map drawn up in 1513 by an Ottoman admiral named Piri Reis.
Well, you know, I have that
For example,
map.
this map depicts the ice-free perimeters of the Antarctic. As you know, that continent was first officially discovered in 1820, more than 300 years later. So how could Piri Reis have known back then how the Antarctic continent looked without ice? The admiral, who had a talent for languages, made handwritten notes on the map. According to these notes, he used sources from many thousands of years ago when creating the map. He came across these sources during a trip through the Far East. Unfortunately, only a small fragment of the map still exists today.
And the Nazis have got it.
What?
When you said the Admiral's name, so-and-so Reis, I've heard that name.
Piri Reis.
The German expedition leader, the Countess. She was talking about a map in a Berlin museum, and she mentioned that name. Piri Reis.
My word. Sensational.
It's a chance at any rate. If we can get to the map before the Nazis do...
You want to go to Berlin?
We don't have a choice. It's the only way we can get at the map.
Insane!
Quite apart from getting into the country at all, the map itself certainly won't be laid out in a display case. How do you expect this to work?
The Olympic Games are on. We just need to look like tourists. Besides, it's a lot more fun if you just worry about these things later. Let's get the eye and get out of here.
If you say so. Lacoste must be finished by now. Let's go.
Let's go! Let's go! Here we
Please
go.
wait a moment. The Eye of the Dragon is hidden in the back room.
Of course it is. It's hidden in a super secret spot. It's probably hidden in his butt. It's probably a butt eye of the dragon.
Here it is. See? Perfect condition. Just like the day we found it.
Great. No time to lose. Let's get the next train to Casablanca. Then get on a ship to Spain or Portugal. The further from the Nazis, the better.
It sounds as
Yeah,
if you're no
exactly.
stranger to running from problems, young man. You remind me of myself a few dozen years ago.
Professor, get down!
Well, he didn't get down. No! Yoink it! No! Oh no! The gun! Oh no!
Leave him. We have the eye.
Stupid Nazis. I hate those guys. Oh no! Oh no!
Professor.
Well,
They've taken it.
Don't get up. I'll get help.
Don't be a fool. You must follow them before they escape.
You need a doctor.
No! Listen carefully. If you are found on the crime scene, you will be arrested. You cannot help me anymore, my boy. But help yourself and the others recover the Eye of the Dragon. Now it's up to you. You alone to prevent the Nazis reaching Shambhala.
okay. Meanwhile, in Hong Kong,
Excuse me, sir. A telegram just arrived for you.
Thank you, Huxley.
thank you, Huxley.
Anything else?
No, sir. I just wondered...
I don't need anything else at the moment. You may go.
German ambush in monastery. Stop. Richard's still there. Stop. Paddock to the rescue. Stop. Now in India. Stop. Send reinforcements. Stop. Waiting at Camp Hadley in Rangpur, North India. Stop. Signed Lieutenant Thomas Finch. Stop.
Burn it! Burn it! I don't think he's sending reinforcements. Could be wrong, but I don't think he's sending reinforcements. I feel something really fishy is going on now. Like, I don't know.
The Countess and her cronies disappeared into that building. That must be where she plans to examine the map. What a coincidence. That's my plan as well.
I don't look like a tourist. I look like me. I look exactly like me. I should have changed into my tourist outfit. Look at that. The Nazi symbols have been changed.
Red ropes over the entrance. Not a good start.
Can I help you?
Yes, if you could just tell me how to get into the museum.
Sorry, the exhibit's closed earlier than usual today.
Why did the place close early today?
Why is the museum closed today? I've traveled a long way just to see the exhibits.
Well, during the Olympic Games, sometimes the regular schedule gets a little out of whack, you know? There's a reception for today's gold medalists in the upper exhibition halls later tonight, which is going to mean unpaid overtime for me, of course. Anyway, that's why we closed early.
How very frustrating.
Not much of a sports fan?
I'm mainly here for the museum, but the games have certainly proved a happy coincidence.
I'm hoping I'll get to see some of my idols in the flesh tonight, depending on who takes the gold medals.
What do they actually exhibit here?
The main exhibit is on Tibet. You see that animal by the door? It's some sort of enormous mountain sheep that lives in the Himalayas, but I've forgotten the name. Begins with a P or an M.
It's an argali.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
In any case, there are all kinds of rare Tibetan artifacts on display in the upper halls. Do you think you could give me a hand and set this carton down for me?
Sure, why not? I can also pull you off the ladder.
Thanks.
You keep talking about the upper halls. Are there others?
Well, yes, the lower halls. But they've been closed to visitors for over a year.
Why's that?
I couldn't tell you.
And is there a reason you couldn't tell me?
Easy. I don't know. I'm not sure I want to either.
Well, now you've gone and got my attention.
Curiosity can be very bad for your health, you know. All I know is that for some time no one has been allowed into the basement of the museum, and the lower exhibition halls were closed to prevent any visitors from accidentally wandering down there. Can we leave it now?
Sure.
What events are on today?
Which events are happening tonight?
For my money, the decathlon has got to be the highlight, but there's also rowing and horseback riding. Hold on, I have an event schedule in my newspaper. I don't need it anymore, you can have it.
Nice.
Oh, thanks very much.
Would it be possible for me to attend the reception this evening?
You know that reception tonight? How exactly do I get into it?
Oh, just go out and get yourself a gold medal. No problem. No, seriously, aside from the medal winners and their trainers, you basically need to be a German politician. People like us are out in the cold, I'm afraid.
We'll see about that. Not much I can do then, I suppose. I wonder if I can find another way to get into tonight's reception.
As I said, only gold medal winners, their trainers, and a handful of special guests are permitted in the museum tonight. Believe me.
All right then.
Goodbye.
Would you mind if I took a look around your very exciting foyer for a while?
No problem. As long as you don't get in the way.
Promise.
Well, let's look at the devil sheep.
So, we meet again, Argali. Are you taunting me? Is that it? Following me around and popping up at my lowest moments? Bad, Argali. Bad. I don't remember the last one having such a luxurious beard. The whiskers are stuck on tight. I could take them with me, but it'll most likely mean lugging around a whole stuffed Argali for the rest of the day.
That's part of a disguise, obviously.
Let's see if I can find anything useful. Oh, the lid came off. I'll just pocket that, I think. Jackpot. There's all sorts of valuable rubbish in here.
We got a dried bouquet and a broken bottle neck. See if you can use that to take these whiskers, or these,
This guy owes me a favor. The least he can do is spare me some whiskers.
like that. You can wear these as a disguise, I guess.
Argali whiskers.
What else we got here?
My inventory of the box has produced leftover cleaning supplies and building materials. I'll ask first.
Please don't ask me why, but can I have some of the stuff in this box?
You're asking me if you can just take my stuff for no reason whatsoever? I thought the British were supposed to be polite. Well, as it happens, that box is full of crap, so go right ahead.
I asked? I wasn't like...
An old marigold. Sandpaper. Rust-free.
I made it
The surface
shiny.
may be a bit scratched, but on the whole, it looks sparkling clean again.
I made it look nice.
Let's see which contests are scheduled for today. The final event in the decathlon is happening shortly. In the run-up to the long jump, the man in the lead is... No, this can't be right. Glenn Parker of the United Kingdom? There's even a photo. No doubt about it. That's the same Glenn Parker who went to Sandhurst with Richard and me. Even back then, he was a top-class athlete. Fantastic! This is my chance to get into the museum reception. I'll just ask Glenn to smuggle me in. Maybe he can pass me off as his trainer. I should head straight to the stadium. He must be getting warmed up.
Well, there we go. We got our in. We got our in.
The box office is closed.
I don't think it'll work, but something tells me it's not going to work. But hey, we've got her in to the city. Let's look at this advertising post. Oh no, we're walking on the grass. I hope we don't get arrested.
Posters and flyers plastered on several layers deep. This camera ad's coming loose. I've pulled it down.
A camera ad.
The grate won't budge, and I can't fit my hand through.
Is there anything in it?
What's that? There's something shiny under that grate. I love shiny things. It's only about 8 inches down.
8
I can't fit
inches.
my hand through.
Don't think that'll work. 8 inches. 8 inches. I mean... Alright, well, there's something in this grate. Something shiny. Which means we want it, right? I mean... Let's go to the city. Well, we can probably get it later. Olympia Stadium. I like the city map.
Okay, let's find Glenn. He's probably in the locker room.
About an hour later.
I'm afraid this is the locker room, friend. You probably shouldn't be in here.
Glenn, it's me, Fenton. Fenton Paddock.
Fenton? Nice beard. What are you doing here?
I'm here saving the world. It's not a real beard. But look, I heard you were top billing for the decathlon. I need to talk to you.
How did you even get in here?
That's a rather adventurous story.
About an hour earlier. Okay.
And I figured I'd find you here. Not that it was easy getting in.
Hello.
Hello.
Is this the press entrance?
Yes, it is. May I see your credentials, please?
Credentials?
The only people permitted access are the athletes, their trainers, official IOC employees, and press photographers. Do any of those apply to you?
Sure. Why not? I'm actually with the press.
Then show me your press pass.
Would you believe I've temporarily misplaced it?
Not really. If you've really lost your pass, go to the IOC accreditation office and claim a new one.
But the events are about to start. I can't miss them.
Then you'd better hurry. The IOC office is located at Pariser Platz.
Okay. I'll be back.
And don't forget your camera. Only photographers are allowed to enter the contest area. Journalists should go to the main gate.
Got it. Thanks.
Well, I guess I'm heading to the IOC office at Pariser Platz to get myself a press pass.
Okay, that was weird that they did the stuff that happened and then, like, I don't know, that was weird.
Ah, Pariser Platz. And that seems to be the IOC office. Oh, good. It's closed. Hello? Anyone home? Damn it. Now what am I supposed to do?
Excuse me?
Yes?
Well, I'm sorry, but it was hard to miss hearing you vent your frustration at the accreditation office. Could you be both a fellow journalist and a fellow countryman?
What gave you that idea?
Only a true Brit would curse like that. I'm from the island too, and who else but a journalist would need to get into the IOC office? It's been closed since 4 p.m., by the way.
Ah.
My name is Edison, Baltus Edison. I work for the Tribune in London.
Edison?
Baltus.
Like the famous inventor?
Yes, quite. You're the first person ever to notice that, in fact.
Really? Because I would have thought quite a lot of people would have... Oh, you're joking. My name's Paddock. I'm a foreign affairs correspondent in Hong Kong.
Ah, how lovely. My work has never taken me to our crown colonies, but I'm sure things are much more interesting there than here at the Olympic Games, eh?
How do you mean?
Well, to be honest, I hate sports. I write for the arts and entertainment section, actually. But our editor-in-chief sent all available reporters here to cover the games, so we'd have an exclusive report on every event, including the dull ones. And what are you writing about?
I'm a freelancer. I'm, looking for stories off the beaten track, away from the big events.
Lucky you. I'd love to trade places. You know, I'm working on a big story back home. I'm nearly ready to expose the romantic escapades of a certain member of the royal family. My research is nearly complete. If I could get back and finish, I'd have enough material to drop this bombshell on the public. But instead, I'm here, squandering my precious time on stories about Olympic handball.
Yeah, excuse me, gentlemen. Mr. Edison, there's a call for you from London.
Probably my department head, wanting to know what's holding up my article on yesterday's events. Best not to tell him it was a bottle of scotch, eh? Please relay the following message, word for word. Mr. Edison is currently indisposed and will personally report to the editor-in-chief. He would appreciate it if everyone else would leave him in peace.
I will pass your message along, sir.
Thank you. I won't last much longer in this job, I tell you, but I bored you quite enough.
Not at all. Actually, I have one more question about the IOC.
Yes?
Any chance of it opening again today?
What do you think?
Not a chance in hell. Well, look, I've got to get going. I'm sure you'd like to read your paper in peace.
Not really. Our valued colleagues rarely have anything amusing to print. In any event, I enjoyed chatting with you.
Likewise. Perhaps I'll see you later.
The future does not bode well for that child's teeth. Or figure. He's sucking on a huge lollipop. A tourist snapping the Brandenburg Gate. I don't want to bother him right now. I could teach her a thing or two about proper nutrition, but I doubt she'd be interested. What do we have here?
Oh, what's the matter, sweetheart? Don't cry. You know how it troubles Mummy's nerves. Mummy just wants to enjoy a bite to eat in peace. She gets very cross when she's hungry.
Either I look a fright today, or that kid is just jumpy. The poor thing nearly spat out his lolly. Good thing he didn't. I'd rather not get into trouble with a mother of that stature.
Are we gonna steal candy from a baby? Are we actually gonna do that?
I haven't got any German coins. Come to think of it, I haven't got any money at all.
What happened to my 25 francs? I have 25 extra francs. Maybe I spent it all to get here.
Careful! Do not touch my camera!
Don't worry. I had no intention of touching anything.
I spent a great many hours painstakingly setting up that camera, and it would be a catastrophe if you were to move it by so much as a hair.
Please forgive my curiosity. Allow me to introduce myself. Fenton Paddock.
A pleasure. Count Otto von Droste-Schattenburg.
A count with a camera, eh? Wouldn't, say, an adding machine be a more appropriate device?
Please. I would be much obliged if you would not trivialize our conversation with such banal wordplay. I am a renowned photographer from Vienna. Have you never heard of me?
To be honest, no, I haven't. But maybe that's because I live in Hong Kong.
My work has also been exhibited in Hong Kong, sir.
Oh. Oh! That Count Otto van Dross Schattenberger. What are you taking pictures of?
I'm shooting images for my latest photographic series, Berlin and the Olympic Games. This work will be subtitled The Forgotten Landmarks. I intend to capture locations that are not currently the main focus of public interest.
I see.
Unfortunately, artistic freedom is becoming a thing of the past in Berlin. Photography is often banned in public squares or even in entire districts. This does not make my work any easier.
What's the deal with these photography bans?
Oh, political reasons. The government officials here believe there are certain parts of the city that may be unrepresentative of the capital's overall charm.
But the Brandenburg Gate's okay, right?
That's correct. The gate is to be the central focus of my latest project. A photography ban here would mean all my months of preparation were for naught. Several galleries have already booked the exhibit in advance. No, a ban here would be absolutely outrageous. But then, the Count von Droste-Schattenburg isn't just anybody. Even here I have friends in high places. Why, I would go straight to the magistrate and make my mind known.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you.
Well...
Your camera looks very professional.
Of course it does. It is the most advanced model available on the market today. It has a new setting that I use for experimental photography. I take multiple exposures of the same image at regular intervals. This allows me to capture different phases of my subject and depict them in a single photograph.
Ah, I see. So the position of the camera mustn't change at all while you're taking a picture, right?
I see that you know something about the fine art of photography.
Just an interested layman. I have to ask about the photography ban again.
Yes.
You said that if photography were banned here at Pariserplatz, you could have the city magistrate change that.
Well, I would certainly go directly to his office and bring the full weight of my influence to bear.
But what would happen to your camera and the photos you're taking? Perhaps a concerned passerby would offer to keep an eye on them until you got back.
But where would I find someone like that? I don't suppose...
Count, I would be more than happy to lend you a hand, should the unlikely circumstance arise, of course. Well, I don't want to keep you from your work any longer.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, that's pretty
a
obvious.
Camera ad. A flyer with the Olympics event schedule. According to this, Glenn and I went to the academy together. I'll have to find Glenn quickly and ask him to pass me off as his trainer.
I don't want to bother him right now.
What else do we need to do? Whoa, there's a lot of other options here. There's a lot of stuff to do on the screen.
My mother taught me not to eat with my fingers. This napkin is mine. All mine.
What does it say?
A napkin printed with the name of the cafe. Erica. An old marigold.
I could teach her a thing or two about proper nutrition. A bus stop sign. I can't remove it. The Brandenburg Gate. It's Berlin's Big Ben.
Has anybody been to Germany or Berlin?
I haven't got any German a telephone booth.
And seen this gate?
A telephone booth.
I've never been to Germany. I've been to France. What are we supposed to do? I still don't feel like we can get whatever is at the bottom of that grate thing.
Argali whiskers. Argali. I scared the hell out of that kid earlier, but I just can't shift the burden of being such a responsible adult. Clearly the child needs some nutritional supervision from someone who doesn't weigh 20 stone. Maybe I can frighten some wits into him. That said, I'll be putting my own health at risk if his mother catches me. Maybe I can do this without risking death by blubber.
That's not very nice.
I don't want to bother him right now.
Alright. Well. You can wipe up the ketchup.
A bit of tidiness never hurt anyone. Apart from that one time I tried to clean the office and broke my collarbone. Long story.
Now I have ketchup on a napkin. Nice. How nice. Don't know what to do with ketchup on a napkin, but I've got it. Alright, let's go back here. I want to go back to... I saw this...
A barrel organ.
Gas bottles.
I definitely think these contain helium, you know.
Let's inflate the little bugger. Great. That is the ugliest thing I have ever clapped eyes on. And Sandhurst had communal showers.
Hat.
Even if I had any money, it's not as if he's actually done much to earn it.
Excuse me, may I interrupt for a moment?
Oh, hello. Do I really look all that busy?
Well, now that you mention it, no. Is your whatever that thing is broken?
No, I just don't feel like playing.
Why not?
An artist needs an audience. attention, applause, and of course, earning a few pennies doesn't hurt either.
Well, I can listen, but I'm afraid I'm completely broke.
That's all right.
The potential audience in this part of the stadium is pretty limited. Why exactly did you pick this location?
Unfortunately, it was assigned to me. We have the odd athlete and journalist pass by, but it's been a slow pitch. I wanted to set up over at the main entrance, but I wasn't allowed.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm going to go have a look around the city.
Have fun.
Give me your hat. Alright. I think that's supposed to scare the child. What do you think? The balloon?
I need something to tie it down.
Something to tie it down? Something to tie it down? I don't have anything to tie it down. I don't think we can tie it down with ketchup.
The office of the International Olympic Committee, or IOC for short. It's already closed. Ridiculous, I know. Edison's jacket. He left his glasses and his press pass in the breast pocket. I could really use that press pass in his jacket. It'd get me into the stadium to see Glenn. I guess I should ask him first.
Excuse me, Mr. Edison. May I bother you for a moment?
You would only be bothering me if I were actually enjoying this newspaper, which, to be perfectly frank, I am not. How can I help you?
I noticed the press pass in your jacket, and I was wondering if you might be willing to lend it to me. Just for tonight, so I can get into the stadium to watch the events.
I'm afraid I can't. I have to go and watch an event myself. And besides, my press pass lets me use the public transport for free.
But you see, it's very important that I get into the stadium tonight.
Look, my friend, we're just talking about sports here. You shouldn't take it so seriously. Tomorrow is another day, after all. You can get a press pass in the morning and start reporting right away.
Okay, I understand. My apologies.
No harm done.
I will now attempt to yoink it.
I'll have to consider borrowing Edison's press pass without his consent. But as long as he's sitting here reading the paper, he may notice something amiss.
Alright, I gotcha. Get some ketchup on him. No, that doesn't work. Alright. Get some ketchup on this and act like we were stabbed. No.
A dried bouquet of flowers wrapped with florist wire.
Oh, wire.
I'll unwrap the wire.
There's wire there. That's what we do.
Yes, well, that makes for the ugliest looking balloon animal I've ever set my eyes on.
Here we go.
If I'd been given a terrifying balloon animal made from an old rubber glove when I was a kid, I would have considered myself lucky. Yes, I'm going to run away now.
Ugh, what is this? Where did this foul-looking thing come from? Here, my little honey bun, here's a nice new lolly for you.
Another of my attempts to educate the public bites the dust.
But I got a lolly.
A lolly. Sweet, sticky, bad for your teeth. I should stick to booze.
'Cause that's good for ya. Booze is good for ya.
I've clumped the whiskers together.
Now we can use to stick the whiskers to our face. Yeah, buddy. That's our glue. We got lolly. We got baby spit lolly as our glue. Yum yum.
A lolly. Sweet.
So what are we supposed to... How are we supposed to handle the organ dude? And this guy? And this guy. I don't know.
Might just be long enough. Hopefully it'll stick.
Hey, we got a coin.
A Reichsmark coin. Can't help but think I could have spent all this time busking and made more money. But hey, it's something for nothing. Sort of. A Reichsmark.
Can probably... So we can do one or two of two things with this. We can either A, use the phone, or B, give it to the guy. I mean, I'm gonna try giving it to the guy first.
Lovely though he is, I really ought to hold on to my only coin.
You know. Alright, we're gonna try it on the phone then. See if they can get him to ban photography.
Always time for a quick natter.
Berlin Telephone Exchange, how may I direct your call?
If I can lure Edison into the cafe, maybe I can borrow his press pass. All right, I'll try my luck. Connect me to Cafe Erica at Pariserplatz, please.
One moment, please.
This is Cafe Erica. How may I help you?
Do you have a customer there by the name of Edison, Baltus Edison?
Yes, Mr. Edison is just outside. Whom shall I say is calling?
This is his editor-in-chief in London speaking. Please tell him that it's urgent. He needs to come back right away. It's about juicy goings-on at Buckingham Palace.
I will relay your message, sir. One moment, please. Mr. Edison, there's another call for you.
Who is it now?
Your editor-in-chief in London. He has an urgent assignment for you concerning the British royal family.
Finally! My prayers have been answered. Where is the telephone?
Follow me, please.
Nah.
Perfect.
Yoink. Yoink!
This may not be a gentlemanly thing to do, but then, when has that ever bothered me? Edison might lose a job he hates. He might have to pay for the bus. But at least he won't have to live in a world ruled by super-powered Nazis. I'd say it's more than a fair trade.
Now, get the heck out of here.
I'm very sorry, sir. We do have occasional connection problems.
Not a problem. I'll go to the hotel and try to contact him from there. See you.
Goodbye, sir.
And now he's gone.
So, I got a press pass, and I look a little bit like the man in the photo. Apart from, you know, the glasses, and the hat. The goatee too, I suppose. Similar is...
I mean, we got the goatee right here.
the perfect false beard. Reminds me of a girl I once knew. The glasses I stole from Edison's jacket pocket. They're an integral element in my elaborate journalist disguise.
I thought we were gonna get a ban on the things, but that didn't happen, so... Alright, maybe I can trade the hat for the polished lid. Like, make it a nicer, a nicer thing for putting the stuff in.
This hat might make me look a bit more like Edison on his press pass, but I think my kleptomaniacal urges have been sated for one day. Hey, it's a real condition.
Hello, it's me again.
Hi there. Don't worry, you haven't missed much.
By the way, I really like your hat.
Really? I hardly ever wear it. I just use it to collect money.
It doesn't really seem to be fulfilling its purpose, does it?
And you're saying that's the hat's fault?
It looks a bit greasy. Maybe that's putting your customers off.
Oh, you might be right. It really doesn't look very clean,
Drain the bowl
does
for the
it?
hat.
If you give me your hat, I'll give you something even better in return.
A connoisseur of old greasy hats, are you? Okay, if you can give me something good to replace it, you can have the hat.
I've got this polished metal bowl that absolutely isn't a rubbish bin lid. Wouldn't it be better for collecting money than your old hat?
Let me see that. Yes, this is good. It's sturdy and it looks a damn sight better than my old hat.
So, you want to trade?
Gladly. Here, take the thing.
Thanks.
Now I need a camera. The last thing I need is a camera, and then we're good. But how do we get a camera?
It's not quite like the one in Edison's picture. It's me again. I can already tell you.
I'll be excited.
Do you mind if I ask you a...
Go to the IOC or...
Thanks.
And you've got it now?
I think so. But ask me again in 10 minutes. See you later.
See you.
Okay, I think I need a camera. Is the last thing I need a camera? The last thing I need is a camera. I don't know how to get a camera, but I need a camera. I've got this poster.
A camera ad.
About with a camera on it, but I don't know what to do with it. No, this is not where I wanted to go. I wanted to go here. Okay, the baby, the woman, I think all of this is no longer needed. I just need to get that camera. Let's just talk to him.
Hello, Count.
Oh, you again.
Well, I don't want to keep you from your work any longer.
Thank you.
The Brandenburg Gate.
Huh. Well.
A bus stop sign. I can't remove it. I'm not a marketing guy. Why would I want to put up a camera ad?
Alright, I need to somehow...
A camera ad.
I need to somehow change this to make it say no cameras. I feel like I need to put in... I feel like we're missing one thing. Like, I think I'm going to use the ketchup. Get this. I think I'm going to use the ketchup to make a little no. With a, like, make a no cameras thing. That's what I think I'm going to do, but I don't know how I'm supposed to do that.
A lolly.
I feel like I'm missing one thing to do that. Does that make sense? Let's try going into the museum again. See if there's anything else in here that I missed.
The box office is closed. The only interesting things about this door are its large, round handles. And even they're struggling to get my heart racing.
That would be a no in here. Well, actually, I don't think we can talk to him about anything
Hello,
else.
it's me again.
What can I do for you?
I wonder if I...
As I said, oh...
All right then.
Okay.
Would you mind if I took...
no problem.
Promise.
Alright. Nothing here. Alright.
The Nazis disappeared into this museum.
It must be at the other place.
The most important thing... Dried flowers. A lolly. The glasses Edison's press... It's not quite like... Dried flower. The napkin is printed with the name of the cafe.
It's smeared with ketchup. Indeed it is. Oh wait, I got more in my inventory. Oh, I got more in my inventory. Still doesn't help me though. But I had more in my inventory than I realized.
A broken bottleneck. Hardly the gentleman's choice of armament. But that's never been an issue before.
Man, I don't know what to do. I just need the camera. That's like all I need is the camera, and we're good. And we've got this. But I don't feel like there's any. How do we get it? How do we get it? How do we get it?
Hey, it's a life choice. She just likes food. A bus stop sign.
Huh. Well, I'm currently lost on what to do. Would you stop telling me to restart my computer, you stupid computer? Alright. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? What am I missing? I've got like all the parts of this, guys, except the thing, and I know I need to put the ketchup on the thing. Ketchup goes on 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 thing. Maybe he's got like a writing implement or something.
A barrel organ. Haven't much to say to him.
Ketchup on thing. I could use the sticky lolly thing to do it, right? Maybe I'm wrong about the ketchup. I don't know. Is that my problem? Am I wrong about the ketchup? Is that the thing? Ketchup on tacos? No, not ketchup on tacos. That sounds gross. You don't put ketchup on tacos, do ya? I mean, does anybody eat ketchup on tacos? Does anybody do that? Yeah, I'm probably sure somebody does that. You're right. Doorknob.
A large doorknob. It must have been red once, but the paint's worn away. So, now the worn doorknob is completely red again. I'm a stickler for the little details.
Alright, alright. You gotta...
If I press the poster against the doorknob, it produces an interesting new symbol on my poster.
I'm adding moon logic to the thing. That's a fourth moon logic. I'm being very strict with the moon logics in this game. It's ketchup. It's ketchup. That would not work. I'm calling this moon logic because I don't think this would work. It's not logical. It wasn't even... I don't think even it was even super fair either, but, you know...
It's certainly an authentic-looking prohibition sign, but it won't stay up there on its own. I'll rub the lolly on the back of the poster so I can hang it up somewhere.
Oh my god, this lollipop is doing work.
Okay, let's see if this works.
Now it says no photography.
Hello, Count.
Oh, you again.
Count, terrible, terrible news. I just discovered there's a photography ban throughout Parisaplatz.
What are you saying? Where is that written?
Follow me, I'll show you. You see? Up there.
Unbelievable! Outrageous! I am furious. Young man, you must look after my camera while I resolve this issue. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Count.
Man. Well, I didn't steal anything from the Oregon dude. I traded him a shiny trash can lid for his hat. That's fine. I took the beard off the goat. Not a huge loss. But I did steal the guy's press pass and glasses. And I also am stealing a probably quite expensive camera.
The ends justify the means. I hope.
Yoink! Alright, let's do it. How do we get this? How do we do this?
It's not quite like the one in Edison's picture.
How do we wear our disguise? How do we get in our slick ass disguise?
Okay, I've got everything I need.
All right, there we go.
Press pass, camera, hat, glasses, and the pièce de résistance, of course. The Argali beard. Time to get suited and booted.
But other than that, it was easy. I got past the guard, found the locker room, and here I am.
Well, that's a lovely story, Fenton. But why?
Look, we don't have much time, so I'll get straight to the point. I read that you're leading the decathlon, and you're just about to complete the last event.
The long jump?
Well, if you win the gold medal, you'll be invited to the reception after the contest. The museum where the reception is taking place is closed due to the event. No visitors allowed. I need to get in there and look around as soon as possible.
I hate to repeat myself, but...
Why, right? I know. I've asked myself the same thing a couple of dozen times. Do you remember Richard Weston?
Of course. You two helped me pass that test, remember? What about him?
He disappeared, and his trail leads to the museum. Well, the story's much longer than that, but for now I have to ask you to trust me. So, can you smuggle me in?
Absolutely. I couldn't leave an old Sandhurst chum in a bind, now could I?
Thanks, Glenn. I owe you one.
Of course. You are assuming one vital thing. That I win. Frankly, I've still got a slight lead, but the long jump just isn't my forte. That Erwin Huber in second place will likely pull past me at the last minute. He's the better jumper by far. He's beaten me every time this year.
So your lead won't be enough to secure the goal?
I doubt it. Huber always manages about 25 centimeters more than I do. If he's up to his usual standard today, and I don't manage the jump of my life, then those 25 centimeters will be enough for him to take the lead.
I see. I suppose I'll just have to cross my fingers.
Why don't you introduce yourself to Huber? You could be his date for the reception.
He's probably not my type.
And I am?
Beggars can't be choosers.
Very funny. Look, I'll give it my best shot. We'll just have to hope it's enough. Look at the time. I have to get moving. I'll see you after the jump.
I thought we were gonna...
Well, Fenton, I've got to head out to the contest. I'm already running late.
Thanks for taking the time to talk to me. Good luck.
Thanks. I'll need it.
I guess we're not cheating in the Olympics. That's good.
Right. Ordinarily, of course, cheating would never cross my mind. There's too much at stake. I need to get into the museum.
Oh, we're gonna
business
cheat.
As usual. I'll take a look around and come up with a plan. I need to tip the long jump in Glenn's favor. Funny. I honestly never expected a Tibetan rescue mission to involve rigging the Olympic Games. Still, silver linings and all that.
Let's just rig the Olympics. Yeah. All right. Let's do this.
It's locked. Looks like it will give me a nasty shock.
Let's see if there's anything in here.
Filthy. I'm not touching it. Might as well be eyeing up women back at Shen's. Sweaty sports clothes. No thanks. This is a list of the best scores the decathletes have achieved in the last year. Glenn's toughest competitor, Erwin Huber, still tops him by 25 centimeters in the long jump. If they're both on form tonight, the German will just snatch victory. If Glenn doesn't win gold, he won't be able to get me into the museum. I've got to do something. The list of starters in the long jump. Glenn's got a slim lead, that's why he's last to jump. There's a bottle in the rubbish bin. A bottle of cleaner. A bottle of cleaner? Not that I'm about to pay any heed to what a bottle tells me to do, but it says, removes even the most stubborn stains. Warning, do not use on plastic surfaces. Contains the solvent acetone. Nothing I can do with a pair of smelly trainers. The shoelaces, on the other hand, look absolutely essential.
There might be cheating in the aren't there cheating in almost every... Isn't there potential cheating in every Olympics?
But I'm taking this towel.
Like, isn't that just... Don't we suspect cheating in almost every Olympics?
They're all locked.
By somebody at some point in some time. I mean...
It's screwed on tight. This hook here seems to be loose. Got it. Just needed a bit of leverage, that's all. The grate's off.
That's great!
Ah, it's the equipment room.
Oh, we're in the equipment room. That vent apparently was big enough for us.
2 javelins and some hammer throwing and shot put equipment. The shelf's feet are screwed to the floor. That's some heavy-duty storage.
Indeed it is.
I can't loosen the screws bolting down the shelf. Probably not a bad thing. I can't use the coat hook to loosen the screws. Yet. Maybe leaving it here will help. Somehow.
Okay.
I'll just take one of these with me. I dabbled in athletics when I was at the academy. I remember all too well how heavy these things are. You'll understand if I don't fancy carrying them around with me. They're all locked. With my fingers? Really? I mean, that never works, does it? A whole load of sporting equipment and measuring devices. Stopwatches, batons, several table tennis balls, and a measuring tape. Could be useful. I'm sure no one will miss these. It reads, Certified Measurement Devices, calibrated by the IOC 1936, only for use by authorized personnel. I'd much rather leave them here.
Alright. So clearly we're going to mess with the measuring equipment, right? We're going to mess with the measuring equipment. What are we going to do? Are we going to, like, cut it and make it look like it was less significant, or... What's the plan here? What is the plan here?
It's a metal plate screwed into the side of the locker.
I heard about that high school thing. Maybe from you, I don't know.
High jump mats. Time for a nap? Maybe later. They're all locked.
Okay, I think we've gotten pretty much everything. We can look out the window.
I can't see much, but it looks like a full house out there. Adventurous though I am, perhaps I should just go the normal way. Nothing to do. An empty torch bracket. A torch bracket. Empty. A thick bundle of cables running out into the stadium. Just to be on the safe side, I'll slip back into my photographer disguise. Believe me, I wouldn't glue Argali fur to my face unless it was absolutely necessary. Or unless I was drunk.
It's not really Argali.
The decathlon event is now nearing its finale. We'll be watching the remaining 4 athletes compete for the gold in the last leg of the contest, the long jump. The next jumper is Sander Molnar from Hungary. He is in 4th place after the previous contest. The jump is valid, but will it be enough for the Hungarian to edge ahead in the rankings?
Seven, 5.
7 meters and 5 centimeters.
7 meters and 5 centimeters. A great jump by Sander Molnar. We'll know in a few minutes if it's enough to earn him a place on the podium. The 3 leading athletes will now make their final jumps.
Okay.
First comes Lauri Askela
I see.
of Finland, then the German Owen Hoover, and finally Glenn Parker of Great Britain.
I don't have much time left to help Glenn. This cable powers the lights and things out on the track. The judge uses the microphone to relay the jumper's distance to the stadium announcer. This measuring tape is used to measure the distance of the long jump from the takeoff point to the nearest sound imprint. The jump's invalid if the jumper steps over the takeoff board. As they say, the jumper with a perfect takeoff is already halfway to victory.
Alright. So, I think what I need to do is I have no... I don't know. Like, what do I do here? What do I do here? I feel like this one is going to be ridiculous. We have so much stuff right now. Like, what are we going to do? Okay, this is no longer a thing that we can use. The metal panel is, though. I mean, tie it on?
Okay, it's all tied up.
Okay.
Time to get to work. It worked. The end's now flattened out.
Alright, how exactly does this help us? How does this help us? Oh, we can probably open this now. Okay, that's not what I thought we were gonna do.
This makes for a pretty decent screwdriver.
I thought we were gonna use the hook.
Loose. Ta-da! I present to you the inside of a locker. A judge's uniform.
Oh, I see. We're gonna become a judge. Is that what we're gonna do? Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything else we can do in here, so... Alright. Okay, we still have this bin here.
The bin's empty. It's a poster advertising the Olympic torch relay. The games have started, so my guess is this is a little out of date.
I feel like we're going to become a judge. Being a judge is the one way to cheat. Yeah, there you go. If you want to cheat, become a judge. That's the answer. Alright. Okay.
Table tennis balls. Table tennis balls. The cleaner contains acetone. According to the label, this solvent shouldn't come into contact with plastics.
Why?
My destructive tendencies are encouraging me to do precisely that. Hence, the table tennis balls. But if it melts plastic, I can only imagine what it does to human skin. I need a container of some kind.
Alright, that would be the trash can, maybe?
The bin looks pretty sturdy. Should be a good container for my little experiment. Wish I could say this was the first time I've done something like this. The solvent's dissolving the balls. All that's left is a sticky mush and a fierce stench. Smells a bit like thorn apple. I don't need that stuff all over my hands.
Towel. No. Shoelace. No. Flowers. No. What do we need to put it in?
Why should I toss that out?
I don't want to toss it out. Okay. Oh, we can cut this.
I could use the sharp edge to cut the measuring tape and then alter it. Won't be long before Glenn discovers his inner champion.
Yeah, buddy! Why do I always have a measuring tape? Don't you always have a measuring tape? Don't you always carry a measuring tape with you? Like, everywhere you go? You always want to measure things, you know? Do we put it in there?
I don't really want to glue this piece back on.
Oh, cut it again? Get the end off? Maybe?
I sense... Yes, I rather sense a plan taking shape. I'll cut another 25 centimeters off the 1 meter piece. That's the exact length Glenn needs to beat his competitor's best distance.
Alright, we're doing a bad job of cheating. I just would like to note that.
Right. To properly alter the measuring tape, I'll have to glue the 25 centimeter shorter piece back onto the roll. So, any measurements of this baby will be 25 centimeters shorter. Should be enough to give Glenn the advantage, but I need something to stick it back together.
This would be so obvious.
I might be able to use this goo to glue the measuring tape back together. I'll dip the loose end in there.
This would be so obvious. 25. Why don't we fix it by like 12 centimeters? Something less ridiculous, you know?
Perfect. I'll glue the shortened piece back onto the original roll. Job done.
Okay. It would be so. You always have measuring tape with you because in case a rogue Warhammer game breaks out. Yeah, you never know when that's gonna happen. You just never know. You just never know. You just never know. All right, we got that.
Okay. I've got the rigged measuring tape ready, but to make this work, I've got to smuggle it into the long jump area somehow.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now approaching the
I'm a
grand finale of
judge.
the Olympic decathlon. In just a few moments, Erwin Huber of Germany will step up to compete. I'd like to ask for quiet from the stands so that the athletes can concentrate.
Look, I'm a judge now.
An excellent effort. That was quite a jump. Could Erwin Huber have beaten his own record?
750, 7 meters and 50 centimeters.
7 meters and 50 centimeters. Fantastic! Erwin Huber has topped his own personal best. This will make it very, very difficult for Glenn Parker to defend his lead in the overall standings. Parker is heading to the track. In just a few minutes, his performance in the long jump will determine the gold medal decathlon winner.
I'm really running out of time here. I've got to swap the tape, but I'll struggle as long as those two judges are still standing over me.
All right, I have an idea, and it's to Alright, let's see if we can create, like, a short somehow with the lights. Maybe that's what the flowers are for. I can only imagine what they would be for. Ah, here we go.
The sparks set the flowers alight.
Now we have flowers that are on fire. Okay. We have flowers that are on fire.
Fenton. The fire gradually burns through the cables. Then the lights on the long jump area go out, interrupting the event, and I'm long gone before anyone realizes what's happened. Let's be honest, that's the best bit. Let's get out of here.
Berlin is holding its collective breath. The final decision in the decathlon is rapidly approaching. Glenn Parker is warming up on the track for his decisive jump. I'd like to ask the spectators in the stands to remain quiet, because... One moment. We seem to be experiencing technical difficulties in the long jump area.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me?
What's wrong?
What do you think is wrong? There's a complete power failure in this part of the stadium. Must be another problem with the cables. I'll go check. Come with me. I might need your help.
Shouldn't the technician take care of it?
Sure, in about 3 hours' time, we can't put the Olympic Games on hold. Can you keep an eye on things while we try to fix the problem?
But of course, just leave everything in my capable hands.
But of course. But of course. I'll keep an eye on things. Sure.
I've just been told that we're doing everything possible to fix the problem. Thank you for your patience. I'm sure the long jump contest will resume shortly.
Just switch out the tapes.
The perfect time to swap the tapes.
Yoink!
Ladies and gentlemen, our technical problems have been solved. The judges are returning to their seats, and we can continue. The big question, though, is will the interruption have put Glenn Parker off his stride? I see that he's returning to his starting position. Any minute now, he'll be making his decisive jump.
Let's go!
The jump is valid, but was it far enough? From here, it doesn't seem like he came anywhere near Arvid Huber. But what do the measurements say?
7:35.
7 meters and 35 centimeters.
7 meters and 35 centimeters! That puts him just behind Arvid Huber in this final event, but it's just enough for Glenn Parker of Great Britain to take the gold medal.
Wow.
This lead may have been minuscule, but that's a minor detail. Glenn Parker has won the 1936 Olympic decathlon. Arvid Huber will have to be satisfied with silver, and Lauri Askela of Finland has earned.
We better
that, ladies and gentlemen,
replace the tape.
of this year's decathlon.
I hope history will forgive me. I mean, I may have betrayed the centuries-old Olympic spirit and cheated a man out of his gold medal. But come on. I am here saving the world, so I'll finally be able to get into the museum. Countess von Hardenhill had better be there with what I need. Glenn had better have a spare dinner jacket as well.
Well, we cheated. 2 hours later at the museum reception. We're a cheater.
Cheers, Glenn. I really owe you one.
No problem. Sure you don't fancy a drink to celebrate?
Believe you me, once I'm done on this job, I'll be holding a liquid celebration for a solid week.
At least you
For
didn't
now,
poison him.
I just need to find a way down into the lower levels.
I actually thought that's what was
Then
going to
I
happen.
won't keep you. Maybe I'll see you at the next Sandhurst reunion.
Sure, if I get an invitation this year. What is it about smuggling they have such an issue with?
Heaven knows. Well, good luck with your search for Richard. It was great to see you again, Fenton.
Thanks, Glenn. You take care.
Congratulations on your ill-gotten gold medal, Glenn. This is oddly timely because Olympics are going on right now. The Winter Olympics are happening right now. Maybe as we speak. I don't know if it's as we speak. I mean, I know there's a time difference, so they may actually be happening right now. In a lot of fake snow.
This display case contains equipment from an expedition to Tibet, led by a certain Ernst Schaefer 2 years ago. A small movie camera and a few bits of clothing, along with some climbing equipment.
I mean, I guess it's not fake snow.
The lid's closed, but I can't see a lock.
It's like made snow, right?
This scarf could prove useful at some point. Ooh,
yoink!
Almost got caught there.
Oh, not yoink.
I'll struggle to get my hands on the scarf as long as reception guests are wandering around. Perhaps a little too la-di-da for my tastes. Besides, I am supposed to be finding a way downstairs. The guy in the foyer said that whole area was off limits. I bet my old Ford, if I still had it, that's where the Countess is hiding the eye and the map. A monastery in the Tibetan mountains. No, not that monastery.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yak on a mountainside. What an appropriate title.
Maybe it isn't a bad idea.
It's a painting of the Himalayas.
Yeah, I might do it.
Just getting started.
'Cause I'm trying to be a lot better about the timer thing. I'm trying to do a lot better about
the party's just getting started. Oh, and yes, I am supposed to be saving the world.
Oh, we have to go back there. Oh.
No way. Can't you see that very official-looking cordon? I'll just take the red... No, what the hell. I'll take the whole bloody thing with me. Why not?
I succeed most of the time.
That was close.
What the heck?
What is wrong with these people and their bladders?
What does he do? That the same person keeps coming out. Oh, we put it here. Put the barrier here. Put the barrier right here. Bam. Problem solved, right? I guess so they can't...
These people need to learn how to hold their bladders. We used to go 48 hours with our legs crossed in intensive training. Let's just close this whole area off.
There, problem solved. There, problem freaking solved.
It's summer. No one really needs a beautiful scarf like this.
Now they have to go to a different bathroom or something. Right?
The cupboard door is locked.
Is this locked?
Surprise. It's locked.
I was like, maybe we can use the scarf to like... Well, let's look at the table. Maybe there's something on it we can use.
A bottle of champagne and a glass. If the plonk were cheaper, it'd be the spit at my bedside table. There's a champagne cork in this glass. I'll have that, shall I? Collecting champagne corks isn't one of my hobbies, but I'll hold on to the little wire cap. It's the wire cork cap from the champagne. It's a pretty basic lock. I should be able to get it open. I picked the lock on the cupboard door. This cupboard is full of cleaning supplies. I'll take a mop and... yes, why not? A jar of hydrochloric acid.
Hydrochloric acid?
This jar contains hydrochloric acid. Powerful stuff. They probably use it on the tiles.
Let's open this display case with our hydrochloric acid.
Reacts pretty violently with metal, but I don't think glass and wood will dissolve at all.
Then use it.
Hydrochloric acid reacts.
Oh. I see. Use it on the door.
The acid's eating through the lock.
Now where are we? Oh! We got a cutscene.
I have been searching these exhibits for over 3 hours. Where's the Piri-Reis map?
As I told you, Countess, most of your research material was moved to Wewelsburg Castle last week.
I am personally affronted that you would exploit my absence in this way. You will regret this, Schauberger.
Maintain your composure, Countess. This decision was out of my hands. My research could be conducted at any of a number of sites throughout the country, and to be honest, I was far from thrilled about being moved to a laboratory in the center of the city.
The fact that I was not informed of this move remains absolutely unacceptable. Who gave the order?
It came from the very top, from the minister himself, or so I've heard.
The minister?
Are you surprised? I heard that some of your so-called brothers of the order carry a great deal of weight with the minister, and they convinced him to move your research to the castle.
You should know that I'm by no means a member of the Thule Society. They merely pay me for my scientific expertise.
Whatever you say. In any case, your mysticism-loving friends apparently decided that this museum was no longer a suitable location for their club, and they presented the castle near Paderborn to the minister as a fitting alternative. He was so taken with the idea that the move was made immediately. Your exhibit items and documents were packed up and taken directly to Wewelsburg Castle. In return, my employees and I were forced to move from the pastoral Brandenburg countryside to the city so that the military command can keep a closer eye on our work.
How unfortunate. But the fact remains that one of the exhibit items, the Piri-Reis map, is absolutely vital to my research. I shall go to the ministry to resolve the issue in person before setting out immediately for Paderborn. You there, battalion leader.
Yes, Frau Countess.
Guard this bag until I return from the ministry. Its contents are extremely valuable.
What's
if
in
necessary,
the bag?
you are to defend it with your life. Do I make myself clear?
Jawohl, Frau Countess.
That's got to be the Eye of the Dragon. Sounds like the Piri-Reis map, however, is now in some castle near Paderborn.
Countess von Hagenhild is gone. We can begin the test.
The test? What test?
All displays check out. Let's get started. Please set the power to the lowest level. We don't want things flying around the room.
Oh, there's another guy over there. I didn't notice. The test.
I am now activating the drive impulse. It would be best to hold on to something.
Is he making the most delicious hamburger in the world? No.
So far, so good. Please cut the power supply now. Excellent. My friend, our new aircraft will soon make history. Let's check the conduits. Even the smallest leak during our next test could ruin everything.
Let's ruin everything. Why don't we just ruin everything then?
Okay, this is my chance. I need to get my hands on the eye.
Doop-a-doop-a-doo.
Damn, the handle was loose. It broke off. I can't open it without the handle. A red metal box.
Do I need to open it?
There's a lever on this console that controls the turbine's power supply. A red metal box. I'd better leave that alone for now. Any suspicious noises could alert the guards.
Well, how? Okay. Oh wait. Oh wait.
The eye. But as long as those two scientists and that soldier are milling around.
Wait. I need to go back, and I think I need to use the handle on the thing. Yeah. I need to use the handle on the display case.
I'll shove the handle between the lid and the frame of the display case. Give it a little jerk, and... Open sesame. This display case contains equipment from an expedition to Tibet, led by a certain Ernst Schaefer 2 years ago. A small movie camera and a few bits of clothing, along with some climbing equipment.
Climbing equipment?
I'll just borrow a piton from the mountain climbing equipment. The movie camera looks like junk, and I'm not too keen on owning a pair of Ernst Schaefer's old woolen socks either.
Alright.
A piton from some ancient mountain climbing equipment. I'd better not climb down. I'll be seen for sure.
Okay.
A red metal box. I can't open it without the handle. Schauberger's assistant. If I understood correctly, then this guy's name is Schauberger. He's a Nazi scientist developing modern power units for Germany's top military brass.
Let's chuck a wine glass at him. Not sure.
I'd better not climb down.
What I'm supposed to do here. Not sure what I'm supposed to do.
It's worth a try. Tying the scarf to the piton may open up brand new avenues of adventure.
No, that does not do anything. Alright.
I'll use the scarf to tie the piton to the mop handle.
The hell is this?
I've tied the piton to the mop handle.
Oh, I see. I see. It's an extendo. It's an extendo thing. We can now, I think. I know we're not gonna die, but I'm gonna save it anyway.
If I'm careful, I should be able to use this to move the lever upwards without anyone noticing. Low setting or maximum power? I think I'm more a maximum power kind of guy. Not that my aim is off, but even I'd struggle to throw the cork hard enough to hit the button. That won't reach the console. I managed to flick it to maximum power, because when is that ever a bad idea? Not that my aim is off.
I don't know. Anything else we can do? You take the champagne. You take the champagne.
I'd better not climb down. I'll be seen for sure.
See if you can throw the cork at these. No.
Nothing could be simpler.
Okay.
The cork's firmly back in the bottle.
No.
When I was a kid, I used to practice this at my parents' New Year's parties. Just give it a good shake, and then aim it like a K-98 rifle.
Yes, apparently.
What's happening? Hold on to something!
What's going on out there?
You know, sometimes I can be really mean. Is the urge to laugh maniacally a bad sign?
Are we getting... Whoa, there's somebody over there too.
Let's go and get sucked into the engine. It's going to get very messy indeed, but for now, it's preoccupied and the eye unguarded.
Where's the eye?
If I climb over the railing without securing myself first, I'll end up like those guys there.
How am I supposed to secure myself? Wait, now we can open it?
It's still open. Bingo.
We couldn't before.
It's just a fire hose. I was kind of hoping
of loud. It's a bit loud. That is a bit loud. Let's turn the sound effects volume down. Here we go. Background set. Let's turn both of those down. And save the game. There we go. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. That's less loud. There we go. We can tie a fire hose to the railing and to ourselves, and then we won't get sucked into the engine.
I'll tie the loose end to the railing.
Okay. We did it.
What should I do with the loose end? What should I do with the loose end?
Oh, wait.
I can use the hose to make my way across to the office.
Oh my god, really?
I spy with my little eye.
I'm a genius. I just want to note that. I am a freaking genius.
I'll take the eye and get the hell out of Berlin. I can use the fire hose again to get back into the museum. Then I'll have to travel to this Wewelsburg castle. Without the Piri Reis map, the Eye of the Dragon is worthless. The map's the only way to find the second key to the gate to Shambhala.
Got it. Got it. Oh yeah. Meanwhile, in Hong Kong.
What is it, Huxley?
Well, sir, a certain Mr. Kleist would like to speak with you. He showed up
Kleist?
unannounced and is somewhat overbearing. Shall I send him away?
No, certainly not. Send him in.
Kleist. Kleist.
You may stay seated, Governor. I have no wish to take up too much of your valuable time.
Then what is it I can do for you?
Uh-oh.
You have already done something for me. No additional soldiers were sent to Tibet.
Those were your conditions?
Indeed. But it seems that perhaps I need to explain those conditions a little more clearly. There was to be no interference from your side at all.
I don't understand.
Paddock, was it really necessary to set your dog on us? Does your son mean so little to you, Governor?
You promised to give me some sign that he's still alive.
All in good time. Pray instead that we can eliminate Paddock quickly. And I'm warning you for the last time. Stay out of this. Have a pleasant evening, sir.
I knew it! He's being blackmailed.
Is there anything I can do for you, Governor?
I severely doubt it, Huxley.
Pardon me for asking, sir, but who was that gentleman?
That, Huxley, was the devil's emissary. And I find myself involved with him.
How am I to understand that, sir?
It is probably best that you don't, Huxley. Just hope, as I do, that Fenton's mission will be a success. It may be all we have left.
Maybe all we have left. Chapter 5, Deep Behind Enemy Lines. Here we go. We're going to Wewelsburg. Wewelsburg.
Ah, what a very pleasant journey. A bite to eat in the restaurant car, a few bottles of Bavarian beer, and a good snooze. I need to get to Wewelsburg Castle as quickly as possible. I've still got a head start over the Countess,
but I'll need it to find the Piri-Reis map before she gets here. The station guard must know the way.
I was just about to say, I wonder if there's also
Good
a
evening.
Hooplersburg.
Excuse me?
Good evening, sir. What brings you here so late in the day?
I'm touring Central Europe and would like very much to visit the famous Wee-Weesburg Castle.
I'm an English journalist writing about the famous sites away from the Olympic Games. I find the focus on Berlin these days so passé. I want to see the real people of Germany, the sights, the smells, the, medieval castles. Do you think you could show me the best way up to Wewelsburg?
I'm very sorry, sir. Wewelsburg Castle is closed to visitors right now.
You're kidding. No, you're really not, are you? I've endured quite a ride just to come see this bloody thing.
Oh, what a shame. But the castle has been under military control for some weeks now, sir. All of the access routes have been sealed off, and the guards are patrolling the castle surroundings.
Why exactly is that?
I find it better not to ask. Besides, I was only posted to this station a month ago.
This is stupid. What do I do now?
Well, you are not the first person to drop by wanting to visit the castle in the last couple of days. I'd advise you to wait for the next train. There's one going to Paderborn in 2 hours. I'm afraid there's not much you can do here to kill the time. The station building is closed due to renovations, hence why I am standing outside in this awful weather. You could, of course, take a walk to Brünn. It's not far away. There's a road leading directly into town from this crossroad. The guest house at the market should be open. You could warm up a bit and wait for the train there.
You know, I think I'll just enjoy some fresh air after the long train journey, even if it is raining cats and dogs. Is it okay if I wait here?
Of course, sir.
Thanks.
Damn, now what? The castle's right there. There's got to be another way in.
It's Wee Castle. Hey.
I need a coin.
I'll talk to him.
He
Maybe
can't
he's got a
help me at the
coin.
moment.
Ah!
The station guard won't be happy if I remove his firefighting equipment.
What's this?
It's a memorial cross. Seen better days. There are some candles burning on the pedestal in front of it. I'm sure nobody will mind if I take a candle with me.
I now have a candle. In the rain. Whoa! I see why I have the crop on.
Some facts on local history. According to this, the castle was built in the 11th century. The text refers to many renovations and extensions, as well as changes in ownership. Hang on a minute. This could be interesting. The mountain under the castle has an old tunnel system. Ore was mined there from the 18th century onwards. The lords of the castle used the passages of the mines as a hiding place or escape route during times of siege. However, the tunnels were closed down just before the war. That means there was once a connection between the mine and the castle. Maybe it still exists.
That is interesting.
The station's being renovated, so everyone has to wait on the platform in the cold. Typical. Wewelsburg Castle has its own station, but visitors are no longer allowed to visit the castle. This place should look more closely at the needs of its tourists.
Yeah. Here's a lantern.
It's screwed securely to the carriage.
Man, tons of stuff.
It won't open as long as it's chained up.
Wait, what
There
did
it is.
What did I just do?
Two tools crossed. A hammer and a pickaxe. This is either a mine or the Center for Dyslexic Soviets.
Okay. We found the mine entrance.
According to the sign next to the gate, This is the entrance to a mine, and if I understand the text on the info board, these tunnels may have connected up to the castle at one point. It's got to be worth a shot.
It does indeed. Steel cable. Look at that.
There's a thin steel cable hanging here. Could come in handy.
Take it. Rope. You can always use a rope.
It's tight.
Oh. Let's burn it.
I should be able to burn through the rope. Then the handcar will roll past the platform. That should keep the guard occupied for a moment or two. Then I'll have some peace and quiet to find the entrance to the mine. Let's go.
What's that? Stop! Halt!
As long as no one complains, do what you like.
Get some sweets. Aww.
I need a coin.
No, or I've got an axe. Maybe there's coins in the rain.
My hands aren't dirty. If it doesn't stop raining, this barrel is going to overflow. My hands aren't dirty.
Aren't they though? Aren't they though? Like, aren't they?
I'll sever the chain. Then I can open the door.
Take that, nerd.
It's good to get rid of some pent-up aggression every now and again.
I have a lantern, which we can now light with a candle.
I'll put the candle in the lantern.
Oh, wait. Never mind. We just did that. Okay, cool. Alright, let's go into the mine, I guess. Let's check out the mine. What's in the mine?
It's a bloody maze down here. I've got no choice. It's my only way into the
no!
castle. Besides, in my experience, you find the most useful things in the queerest places.
It's a freaking... Oh, no. It's actually a maze. Oh, no. It's actually a freaking maze. Alright, let's just follow the tracks, I guess. Well, tracks now go two different directions. Maybe we should try this way. I don't know. Oh. That's the end of the tracks. Well. This looks, oh. Man. Oh, more tracks. Okay. Cool. Okay, this seems to be, I don't know, is this positive? Oh, we're running now. Oh, that's because I double clicked. More tracks. Wait. Okay. Oh, another end. Wait. Where are we? I feel like we found something, but maybe we didn't. I don't know. Did we find something? Oh! Stairs! There's some stairs!
That was easier than I expected. I hope I haven't overlooked anything useful in these passages. I think I've ended up in the castle. I never thought this would actually work. Lucky there's no one here.
No!
This is some kind of workshop. I suppose it'd be too much to ask to climb out of the mines and run straight into the map. Well, exploring never gets boring. That is what they say, isn't it?
We have to go back in. We have to go back in. They basically just told us that there's something down there that we missed. So we have to find something else down here in this maze. All right. They said, I hope I didn't miss something. So we clearly did. I don't know if I'd call this moon logic. It's just a maze. Like, I don't think moon logic is a maze. Like, a maze is just a maze, you know? It's just, that's just what it is, a maze. Okay, this is a dead end too, I think. Yeah, okay, another dead end. Man. I can't, I wish I could, now I wish I could use the keyboard to control my character, but I can't. I kind of want to start over, but I don't know if I saved at that point. So, see if we can just go back. Maybe there's an easy way to go back. Maybe you can just follow these tracks back, and it's not that bad of a thing. It looked like that might be true. Yeah,
Hopefully, I haven't missed anything useful in here.
Okay, so this actually isn't that bad. You go to get out, you go to the top, and you just follow it. So this isn't as bad as I thought. This isn't really much of a maze. It's just kind of a. We've already gone down there. I think I've already gone down there too. Ah! Ah! Oh, it's another dead end. Man! Is there something down here? Oh, there's something down there, mate. Maybe? No. No, it's another dead end. What do we need to find? Oh, it's dark. It's dark, I can't see. Boo earns. Boo earns. Ah! Navigating this is difficult. The point and click interface is kind of inferior right here. No, I don't really want to go that way. Okay, we gotta find something in here, and I don't know what. So we're just gonna have to like explore all the paths, I guess. I don't know. I think these were both dead ends. I think we've already looked at them. We've looked over there, so we just have to keep going. I think we've looked down there. Nothing there. All right. Okay, let's try down here. Oh! Oh! We found something.
Poor guy. Let's hope I don't end up like him. This place is a maze.
A pot.
An old dented pot with a long wooden handle.
Doesn't look wooden to me, but okay. We found a pot. Alright, cool. That is it. Is that all we need to find? A pot? Okay, that was actually pretty not that bad. That was not that bad. This is not that bad. I've seen way worse mazes. Okay, we didn't say anything about not finding stuff, so did we find everything? I don't know. Let's just look at. Let's click on stuff.
I always wanted one of these old-style nutcrackers.
Well, I got an old-style nutcracker. And a dirty mirror. And that's it. There's a fireplace.
This fire would be comforting, if I wasn't deep behind enemy lines on a life or death mission.
So this is like probably a furnace, although it being open makes me question it. Why is this fireplace even lit right here? Like, what's it doing? Like, the fireplace being lit is a little bit disturbing to me, at least. A hand drill, that sounds good. Let's take that. What else we got? Chimney.
Nothing remarkable about the chimney itself. Far more interesting are the rungs built into the brickwork here.
A hook.
There's a hook here. A threaded hook that's been screwed into the wall. It won't pull out.
Nutcracker?
Of course. I can just use the nutcracker to unscrew the hook. Why didn't I think of that before? I'll jam the hook into his mouth and then unscrew it like a pair of pliers.
You did just think of it, because I'm a genius. You have to understand that I'm a genius.
A fire's burning. Very cozy.
I better save.
How are you coming along with the inventory?
Nearly finished, Herr Feldwebel. I still need to catalog the objects from Berlin.
Okay, but it is essential that we finish the inventory today.
Totally.
The remaining exhibits will be arriving from Berlin tomorrow.
Jawohl, Herr Feldwebel.
Yeah, have the...
Did he say inventory? Maybe it says where the Piri Reis map is stored. If only I could get a look over his shoulder. I'll take some with me as backup, in case I get caught.
Makes sense. Let's just steal everything.
A huge crack, though by no means a crevasse. Thank God. A boar pelt.
Can we take it?
Well, it's not our Gali, but it'll do.
Yes, we can. Can we take the suit of armor? Let's be inside the suit of armor. I bet you we need...
I can't lug an entire set of armor around with me for 3 reasons.
1.
First, it's dead heavy.
It's heavy.
Second, it'll make me look silly. And third, this is supposed to be a stealth mission. I'll just take the gauntlets, because they're cool.
All right, we got some gauntlets. Yay. All right. Alright. I got distracted. Alright, let's see if you can use this to polish the mirror.
Rubbing a greasy mirror with a greasy animal pelt will only make it, well, greasier. A bristly...
Alright, that didn't work. Maybe
Moving it would make way too much noise. I'll screw the hook into the crack.
Why?
You can't see a thing in this mirror. So what's the point in hanging it anywhere?
Yeah, I'm gonna put the mirror there, and then I'm going to like, then I'm going to like, be able to see over his shoulder. So that's fun. That's fun. How do we clean it off? It's a question. Oh wait, we have a passageway.
I can hear voices in that direction.
No.
Better steer clear.
Yeah, I went there. What about outside? I can go outside.
Nice view.
Wow. That.
Nazis. I hate these guys.
Ah. I've said that. Telescope. Hell, man, that's hard to click on. No, I don't. I want the telescope. Telescope. Where the hell? There it is.
I see trees. The telescope's pointing toward the forest, and I can't turn it. It seems to have rusted.
God, that is actually very difficult to click on. Anyway, doesn't really matter that much, per se.
It's a tower. A tower.
I mean...
Believe it or not, I can't reach it from here.
Okay. It'll work anyway. Okay. Well. Who knew polishing a mirror would be so difficult?
A telescope mounted on the railing. The telescope's attached with a metal clamp. Maybe I can loosen it with the drill.
Really? Okay. I guess. I mean, I can't picture it. But okay.
Tin soldiers wearing Prussian uniforms from the last century. A silver candlestick. Leather-lined gauntlets. Soft on the inside, but with a tough exterior. Just like Fenton Paddock.
What would I do with these? Maybe melt them?
I hope you like your new home, guys.
Probably gonna melt. I don't know what we're gonna do with them, but we're probably gonna melt them. Tin is has a very low
Sorry,
melting
guys,
point, I think.
Sacrifice is just an intrinsic part of war.
But what do you do with tin?
That was quick. They've melted down like butter.
I think they did. I think it does. Now what do I do? Put them on the mirror? No.
I'll pour some of the molten tin into the hollow in the candlestick.
Why?
I've poured some molten tin into the round hollow in the candlestick. It's hardening pretty quickly. Actually, I can take it out already.
What? Wait, what?
I've poured some molten tin into the round hollow in the candlestick. It's hardening pretty quickly.
Why did I do that? Why did I do that?
I've poured some molten tin. It's hardening pretty quickly.
How do I take it out?
Don't ask me how I did it, but I've bored out the solidified tin. It's now a lovely round shape. Almost like a coin, you might say.
Are we really gonna go back and buy some candy? Are we really gonna go back and buy some candy with our coin? Are we really gonna go back and buy some candy with our coin? Like, that's where we needed a coin.
I think I know how to get to the station, and I've seen all there is to see in the mine. I'll take the quick route.
Let's see. I think we are.
I need a coin.
I have one. It's right there.
What do you know? It actually worked. I could make a mint. Get it? Because I'm making money to use in a sweet. You know what? Never mind. 4 fizzy sweets fell out the bottom. These fizzy sweets contain sugar, citric acid, flavoring, and coloring. Yum.
Yep. We did all that so we could
I
get
think
some
I know the route
candy.
pretty well now. Nothing interesting left in the mine.
My God.
I'll head straight up to the castle. These fizzy sweets contain sugar, citric acid, flavoring, and coloring. Yum.
I mean, it wasn't moon logic because we knew exactly what to do once we got the coin. I mean, tin is a very has a very low melting point, I believe it. So you could melt it over a fire. I don't know how well this would work, but you know, I don't see how we ended up with. Oh, I see. I see what we did with it. Okay, it actually does make sense. Although we had way more tin soldiers than we needed for the 1 coin we got out of it. I mean, what are we gonna do with these?
These fizzy sweets contain sugar, citric acid, flavoring, and coloring. Yum.
I mean, that does sound good. I'd eat that. All right. Can we go back to the thing? Citric acid to clean the mirror? Maybe. I wouldn't think it would. I wouldn't think that combination would clean the mirror, but I guess maybe. They do mention citric acid. We gotta clean the mirror somehow. See if we can get some water.
I'll pour some water into the pot.
Yeah. Water. Alright. Put these in there.
The sweets are dissolving in the water.
Yeah.
Now that I've dissolved the fizzy sweets, I've got yellowish, lemonish water. Great. Pouring lemon water on the mirror won't be enough to dissolve the grease.
Okay. What do we need to do with it?
I've soaked the pelt with lemon water.
So my initial idea of using the pelt to clean the mirror was actually correct. We just had to get a cleaning solution. Nice. Look at that. It's a clean mirror. Nice. Look at that. We're a genius. Now we hang the mirror right here. Onto the hook.
Okay, I'll hang the mirror up here.
Use a telescope on the mirror.
Praise be the laws of optics. I can make out every word. If the soldier would just move his hand a little to the side, then... Perfect. There it is. Exhibit 104C. The Piri Reis map, stored in the crypt in the North Tower. The problem with answers is they always give rise to new questions. Where the devil is the North Tower?
It's probably the tower that's in the north. Your job as a janitor paid off. You know, there was one thing I was expecting this week that I didn't get, and I'm slightly annoyed by it. It's a surprise, so I'm not going to tell you what it was. But hopefully I get it. Hopefully I get it soon. I think we're probably supposed to climb up the chimney.
I'll take it down again. I'll unscrew the hook.
There'll be none the wiser. That's right. Now we have a mirror and a hook. Let's go back outside. Let's look around. Village.
That's better. Now I can make out the individual buildings.
Ooh. Oh, we can click on them too.
Looks like the local pub. Freshly tapped beer and a hot schnitzel. Quite literally, the only things in the entire world that I want right now.
Schnitzel?
The village church. Wait a moment. Churches always point west, don't they? With the altar in the east. The main entrance is facing away from me, so... Looking at the church, the two small towers to my left and right must be on the east-west axis. So the north tower must be on the other side of the castle. But how am I supposed to get all the way over there?
Okay, well that helped me. I figured out which one was the north tower. Okay, I didn't realize I didn't know that. I guess I was calling these left and right. Okay. I'm gonna look again.
I already know the towers to my left and right. That means the car...
Alright, we need to go up the chimney. We need to go up the chimney.
A chimney?
Okay, so let's see if we can put the fire out. Or something. Maybe we can use this this thing to put the fire out. I think it would burn it, but it might be able to put it out. We'll find out.
I think I can safely put the fire out now. I'll just throw the skin over.
Wow!
Great. The fire's out.
I'm a
Though
genius.
It now smells like a wild pig's marital sty in here.
And probably these are not hot at all now, right?
Now the fire's out, I can see the ladder rungs more clearly. They definitely lead up to the roof.
They're probably not hot at all.
The ladder rungs are still too hot to hold.
Oh, okay. Well, we could go get some water again. Let's go get some water. Let's see if we can get some water. Oh, wait, we can put the gauntlets on. Use the gauntlets.
The gloves should protect me from the heat, climbing up the chimney to steal people's treasured possessions. I'm like the anti-Santa, only trimmer. Luckily, I'm not afraid of heights. Or as we've established, anything at all. Apart from our Garleys. And Kim, when she's in a huff.
What's up with Kim? What's up with her? I forget. I don't remember what happened to Kim. Does anybody remember what happened to her? I assume he wouldn't have made that joke if she didn't survive something. I just flat out don't remember. She didn't get captured. Or wait, she did get captured.
I'll try to get in through one of the windows. Okay, I've reached the North Tower, but I don't see any ancient research objects or artifacts. The inventory said the items are kept in the crypt. Thinking about it, this doesn't really look like a crypt to me. It must be one floor lower. I'll have to find a way down.
There's a door.
It's locked.
Of course it is. Of course. Hey, there's a crank wheel. Let's crank it. Whenever you see a crank wheel, you crank
Let's see
it.
if the crank handle still works.
Whoa, it does.
It's damn heavy. I ought to use the crank if I want to get it back up.
Why would we want to get it back up? Why would we want to? What would we want to put on this? That would be a good idea. Oh, the lantern. The lantern to light up the room? No. Steel cable, axe, this drill, telescope, hook, pot. No, we don't need anything. Nothing yet, apparently.
The North Tower Crypt. This is where all the Tula Society's research objects are supposed to be held. I've got to get down there.
Chain.
This chain connects the chandelier to that crank.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. What if he... No. Okay. Maybe we can drill the door. No. Drill the door.
The North Tower Crypt. This is... I've got... The North Tower Crypt. I've got to get...
Why are there so many... So it's like...
The North Tower Crypt. I've got to get... That's the way out onto the castle roof.
Yeah, I don't want to do that, right?
I've got...
Oh, that's... okay.
A round stone slab with some kind of occult symbol.
Okay.
This slab's separate from the rest of the floor. I can see the seam running along the edges. That said, I can't lift it with my bare hands.
Okay. Okay. I see what... I think I know what we're gonna do here.
Let's attack this thing.
What are we doing? 35 minutes later.
There. I've drilled a small hole.
35 minutes later, I've drilled a small hole. Can we put the steel cable in it? No. No, we cannot. Okay. Put the hook in it. Yeah, hook.
I've screwed the hook into the drill hole. It's lodged pretty tight.
Crank wheel down.
The chandelier is now lying in the center of the symbol on the floor.
Now what if we crank it back up?
Fenton, you old dog, you've
Yes!
done it again. The chandelier is attached to the hook, which is screwed into the slab in the floor. When I turn the crank, the whole thing comes away. Shame there's nobody here to congratulate me.
I don't think that would work. I think that slab is way too heavy for that hook to support it, but, you know, whatever.
Ah, there's a cable here. Maybe I can climb down on it. Hopefully it'll take my weight.
We're using some, there is
Looks
some
like I'm in
movie
the right
logic
place,
here.
finally. Not that I'm complaining. There's a sort of dossier on this podium. I'll just skim it quickly. It outlines the Tula Society's central objectives. According to this, the Society was founded in the early 1920s with the aim of restoring the knowledge of lost civilizations for its own use. The Tula Society's influence extends into the highest echelons of the German Reich. This gives them complete carte blanche on their activities. They can do whatever the hell they like. Seems they launched a project codenamed Vril under the direction of our old friend, Countess von Hagenhild. The focus of this project is the search for Shambhala. The Tula Society believes that a vast store of ancient knowledge is being hoarded there. The source of morphogenetic fields. Morphogenetic fields? Never heard of them. But then it does ring true with what Professor Hayes was talking about.
What's a
store of
morphogenetic
ancient
field?
knowledge. If I remember the professor's description correctly, the hunters and herders of Shambhala suddenly developed into a flourishing and highly advanced society. Hayes reckons some sort of mysterious energy was responsible for the tribe's development. Is that what they mean by morphogenetic fields?
Alright, next one.
These documents contain the research results of a scientist by the name of Aldrich von Hagenhild. Must be some relative of the Countess. Von Hagenhild spent his time searching for the world soul. Christ, can't these people just use sensible names? The basis for von Hagenhild's research was the concept that for an organism to develop as it should, there must be some immaterial power steering it in the right direction. Basically, an invisible blueprint determining form and growth. So, why does a rabbit develop the way it does? And why does a pine tree become a pine tree? Who's the architect? What tells them to grow bark? Or fancy lady rabbits? Looks like these questions led von Hagenhild to believe there was some invisible, imperceptible field that controls the development of an organism. He called it morphogenetics. Von Hagenhild explains the holistic aspect of self-organizing systems with his theory of morphogenetic fields. Basically, the field stores forms or behavioral patterns that every member of a species draws from and adds to. This was his Western take on something the East had known for some time. In Far Eastern philosophy, people refer to his morphogenetic fields as the divine essence of nature, or as the soul. He thought he'd identified the soul. He didn't think the soul was a spiritual thing. He thought it was a fundamental principle of nature that had been warped and confused by religions the world over. He even thought he had proof. He refers to certain experiments he carried out. Ugh, this is a lot of information to take in. Von Hagenhild really believed that in these morphogenetic fields, he'd identified the soul, the central power behind all living things.
Yeah, but this is basically 100% questionable stuff. And the fact is that this would be in German and not in English, so we wouldn't even be able to read it. I just want to state that right now.
These documents refer to several experiments which are supposed to prove the existence of morphogenetic fields. Von Hagenhild wanted to prove that every species obtains its entire being, its form, its instincts, from these fields, like some kind of collective memory. These inherited memories control not just the form, but also the behavior, the capabilities, and the knowledge of the relevant species. He called it a group soul. Experiment number 1.
Oh, here you go.
The rat experiment.
Here's the
experiment investigated the capability of rats to find their way through a maze. At the beginning of the experiment, the rats needed 165 attempts before they could get through the maze without a mistake. But a few rat generations later, the number of attempts had dropped to 20. Conclusion. The first batch of rats learned how to navigate the maze, and this instinct was somehow added to the rat's group soul. When later rats navigated the maze, they somehow had access to this ancestral memory, even if the rats weren't directly related. Experiment number 2. The ape experiment. 2 ape colonies of the same species were isolated and observed on 2 small islands in the Indian Ocean. Von Hagenhild's team taught the apes on one island a few new behavioral patterns. The other colony was left undisturbed and uninfluenced, so while the apes on the first island are learning how to open tins and the like, the others are eating bananas. Several months later, the apes on the undisturbed island began displaying these new skills, even though they'd never come into contact with the other colony. Von Hagenhild's conclusion: all members of a species are connected by morphogenetic fields. They share a subconscious collective memory. He thought this theory could explain a lot. Animals' sense for impending danger, telepathy, sixth sense in humans. Von Hagenhild also concludes that members of a group can learn something new at a far quicker pace when the vast majority of members of that same group have already acquired the knowledge. These fields are basically stores of information that are effective across space, and in rare cases, even time. Von Hagenhild presumes this would go some way towards explaining premonitions. Human beings sporadically accessing morphogenetic fields from varying points in the future. It all sounds very far-fetched, but then it does explain a lot. Supposing morphogenetic fields really exist, they'd be the answer to problems science has been trying to solve for centuries. And if all these fields add up, if there's some kind of central repository of all this information, Christ, it'd basically be the scientific definition of God. I'm beginning to understand why the Tula Society's quite so interested. And if there's even the slightest chance it's all true, why they need to be stopped. Is this the Piri Reis map? It's hand-drawn, ancient. There are some notes next to it. Finally, von Hagenhild became convinced that there must be a type of definitive field from which all other fields are derived. All manifestations have an origin. He tried to back this up with historical evidence. A world soul, for instance, had been proposed by Plato over 2,000 years ago. But what really convinced him was the discovery of an old, mysterious map of the world, drawn by the Ottoman general Piri Reis. I knew it! It's the map! Let's see. Further on in the text, von Hagenhild discovered that the general had drawn up the map in the 16th century, using sources which were thousands of years old. But how could they have known at that time what the world looked like? He posed the theory that a civilization had existed then, which possessed extraordinary knowledge and skill. He discovered a marking on the map, which was written in an unfamiliar language. Research in Far Eastern libraries revealed it was a long-forgotten Tibetan script. Once translated, it claimed the marking indicated the source of all knowledge, the center of the morphogenetic field.
The source of all knowledge.
It was a hidden valley in the Himalayas, Shambhala. Shortly before he died in 1934, von Hagenhild passed the responsibility of continuing the research onto his daughter.
Eat some Hidden Valley Ranch.
Right about everything. The Tula Society arrived at the exact same conclusion as he did. They were just one step ahead. Lucky I'm one step more. Richard used the first key to pass through the gate in that secret room in the monastery. I just need to find the second. The Nazis can't enter Shambhala without it. And, as it happens, I have the eye. And I have the map. I just need to use them to find the location of the second key. My last hope of finding Richard is based on an ancient legend. Great. It's time to cross everything I've got. And I mean everything.
So I just want to note that if the key gets us to Shambhala, right? I mean, I'm just following the plot of this game. That was a big information dump. Like, a big information dump. This game seems to have a lot of them. Just, like, sections of giant information dumps on you. And this one was like a, 10-minute information dump? I feel like Richard has, like, the upper hand here. Richard knows that these Nazis are after what he's going for now. If he's in a place that is increasing his intelligence exponentially, then I would like to think that he's already planned for this inevitability that they could find a second key, and hopefully he's ready for it. Right? I mean, there's nothing to worry about, in other words. That's what I'm trying to say.
The documents are under lock and key behind a thick sheet of glass.
Oh, let's use the thing on it.
Fingers crossed. I've come all this way, but I'm still a little surprised it actually worked. The Piri Reis map really is the map of the Guardians of Shambhala. Or at least it was drawn to their specifications, so Professor Hayes was also right in thinking the priests of Shambhala took the second key artifact to India and hid it in a temple there. And now I know exactly where to look. On the Kathiawar Peninsula, just north of Bombay. Thinking about it, I actually know the commander of the British regiment in Rajkot. If the old drunkard hasn't been transferred for disciplinary reasons again, I'm sure he'll lend me a hand. Or at least a decent bottle.
Convenient.
Then, I'll just have to find the temple and get hold of the key artifact. What could be simpler?
Wow, I'm shocked. I'm shocked that we didn't get caught. I'm shocked. My timer is also being a butt right now. It's updating, but it's being a butt. Alright. Chapter 6, Eye of the Tiger.
Looks like the road ends here. This village is supposed to be the last settlement. Other than that, there's nothing but thick jungle in every direction.
Uh-oh.
The commander of the local troops led me this far. But now I need to quiz a local about the temple.
This doesn't
I have no
look
idea
good.
where it is. Hello?
This doesn't
Hello?
look good
Jesus,
at all.
Where is everyone? Looks like this place was abandoned pretty recently. Hello? Is anybody there? The Nazis can't have been here already. Can they? Damn it. I'll have to find the temple on my own.
Alright. We've got the eye, that's it.